You're now listening to Uncensored Energy.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Uncensored Energy. I am your host, Richie Valentino, and back by popular demand, it's my girlfriend, Jamie.
Hi.
What's up, babe? Yeah, there might be a little noise in the background because we live in West Hollywood, and apparently there's some red carpet event outside our window, which is not an uncommon occurrence. We get a lot of paparazzi flashing through our windows, and why did we move here again?
I don't know. A couple of celebs smoking weed in the alley.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
Yeah.
I need something a little more in the woods, I think. I'm not really... I love the opportunities around here and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of...
We need trees, though.
Yeah, I need some quiet, man.
Maybe like a
I
lake.
don't care if there's celebrities outside getting screamed at and stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't impress me.
Right.
I want... get off my lawn. I guess I'm too old.
Nah.
I don't want to go fuck.
I think it's one thing if you're involved in it, but if you like live next to it,
Well, it's
and you have
really
to,
annoying.
You
I
have
mean,
to hear it.
you got
that
valet
sucks.
cars, coming through. They purposely set off the car alarms to try to find the fucking cars that are parked right outside
Yeah.
our windows. So that is no fun.
Yeah.
But whatever. So yeah, if you hear some noise in the background, my apologies. Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah.
So yeah. I figured I'd have you back on. Your podcast got like one of the most listens.
Nice.
Out of all the podcasts, maybe because it was the first one. Don't feel too special.
All right, fine.
No, it was good. It was good, and it was easygoing.
Yeah.
So, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good.
Yeah. Did you we just did Thanksgiving by ourselves and cooked like way too much food for two people, and
Yeah.
I think we both gained 10 fucking pounds.
Probably. But it was nice. We kind of hibernated for like 3 days.
I didn't.
Do you remember when we like finally left the apartment? I was like, what year is it?
It's because it rarely rained for like 3 or 4 days in a row.
Yeah, it was nice.
The sun didn't come out. It is refreshing.
It was
but
really nice.
Come like day 2, though, I start losing my mind. Like back in
Get
Jersey,
a little
where
cabin fever.
you
And
feel snowed in and shit. It's nice for like
Yeah.
a day, a 2 days max.
Yeah.
But
And then
we watched a lot of movies.
We did.
A lot of shit movies.
We did. Well, we started a new tradition because this was the first year
Oh, on Black Friday, it's going to be called
had off.
miserable. What did I call it? Mediocre movie. Mediocre movie. Friday or some shit.
Yeah, because for the first time ever since we have been together, I've had off on Black Friday.
Oh, that's right.
So I was like, let's stay in and watch movies because we were reined in, I guess we could say.
Yeah, because you used to work in retail, and that was like the biggest day of the year. So
Yeah.
that must have been nice for
It
you.
was awesome.
Even though we watched like horrible movies.
No, but
Let's
it was
talk
great.
about that for a second.
Yeah.
I was so stoked to watch this movie that just came out called The Irishman, because I'm Italian and a big Martin Scorsese fan, and I love Goodfellas and Casino and everything that guy's done. And this movie fucking sucked.
Straight up.
I was so disappointed. You fell asleep a half hour in.
I fell
The
asleep.
first time.
I fell asleep an hour in.
All right, whatever. An hour into that movie feels like 5 hours in.
Yeah.
The movie's almost 4 hours long.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed, man. First of all, okay, Robert De Niro is an amazing actor, okay?
One of the best.
But now he's 90 years old. He's not 90,
Close
but
to.
he's
Yeah.
an old man now.
Yeah.
They let him do all the friggin' like hits and stunts and shit. And when he first, I don't know if anyone out there who watched that movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But there's this scene where like his daughter gets pushed by like a store owner she works for or whatever. And he goes down the street and like straightens the guy out. But he's like so old now that it had no power to it. Like he was slapping the guy around, he threw him outside, and he was supposed to be kicking him while he was on the ground. But it literally looked like someone like, 90 years old with zero
Power.
mobility and
Yeah.
like anything left in their joints
Yeah.
kicking. And it was like, what is going, like Scorsese back in the day, I don't know if you remember Goodfellas that well. Some people who are listening will. But there was a scene where De Niro's kicking Billy Bats on the ground. And they shot him up. Like, they shot from the ground up. So you just basically saw his face and, like, the top half of his body. And then they shot another shot that was just his shoes, like, kicking. They should have done something like that so it appeared more powerful instead of shooting from across the street and seeing everything. But it was little stuff like that throughout the whole movie. All the hits. When you walk up with a gun, it looked like he was just flicking his wrist.
Yeah.
No power whatsoever.
Very weak.
The storyline all over the place. The supporting cast was way too famous to be believable.
Yeah.
You got like Sebastian and
Ray Romano.
And they had Syl from The Sopranos as just the wedding singer.
Yeah.
Just like random crazy shit.
Yeah, they were too famous to be.
I love everyone though. I love Sebastian. I love Ray. I love Dom.
Well, and I think that's why this movie had so much hype because everybody
Pesci,
saw all
Pacino,
these.
De Niro.
Oh my god!
I love
and
those
like,
guys.
What an honor to be part of that movie
Oh,
if
God.
you are
I
part
would,
of.
But
You know,
can you imagine though? Like I was bitching. I'm like, oh, Sebastian, that lucky son of a bitch. Like I'd give anything to be that guy that gets that part. And now that it's come out, geez, I don't know if I'd want to be associated with that movie because it was like garbage compared to what he used to make.
There was just so much opportunity for it to be epic, and it just totally
4
flopped.
hours. The shots weren't scenic enough. It was just a
cannot
mess.
tell you what that movie was about.
Because it was all over the place.
I couldn't tell.
It was about a hitman who, you know, the life of like one hitman, Robert De Niro, basically in the mob,
I get
and
that.
you know, and he ended up killing Jimmy Hoffa or what? Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry about that. It sucks anyway. Don't worry about it.
But it's just I couldn't tell when anything was flashing back. I couldn't tell.
Oh my god! And that shit, they made him look younger, like electronically.
Oh yeah, the CGI,
disgusting.
It's so creepy.
It looks so weird and fake.
So
and,
creepy. And
I was disappointed. And I think it's just because they all got their money. Because it's on Netflix, it doesn't have to open in theaters, and they don't have to.
I guess, but like,
I still would have really tried harder.
Scorsese, like,
it's your reputation,
yeah,
your legacy, on the line,
yeah.
I think De Niro had too much to do with that.
You brought up a good point about that. Like maybe they kind of like
cooks in the kitchen
clashed a little bit, and
I mean they've worked together their whole careers. Like that's not the I don't know.
Yeah, but they both produced it.
That's what I was. That's the point I brought up. Is at the end I noticed that their names were side by side.
Yeah,
and I think maybe Marty didn't. But they're older. That's the point, and it sucks. Now I gotta like remember them for that bullshit instead of.
No, you can't.
I had to watch Goodfellas right after just to remind myself, holy shit, these guys were the shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so that was super disappointing because I was really excited to see it.
That movie, they were like making it for like hyping it up for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Really, really excited to see it.
What's
oh my
his
God,
last name?
I love
Bobby.
Him.
Why do I always
Carnival.
forget? Yeah. I love him. I love
don't think
Dominic.
That's how you pronounce it.
I don't Carnival or something.
Yeah.
Sebastian, all those dudes, man. I was so jealous, and then yeah.
They just could have done so much better and like introduced new actors.
It would have been way more believable.
If they had
I would have had someone young play De Niro.
Right.
And then let him grow up. I wouldn't have. But that's like De Niro. He's probably like, well, I'm the whole thing,
I guess. But even
so
still,
dumb.
like between past and present, like you would still see more of De Niro than you would of the other actor because they were in present for most of the movie. But when he still
looked like a 60-year-old in that young makeup CGI, whatever they did to him.
For sure,
It was so creepy, just the way he walked and the way
blue contacts, they were making my eyes hurt.
Creepy, the way an older man's back hunches over.
Yeah.
It was just fucking sad.
Yeah, I was upset.
It was really
What
bad.
else did we watch that was terrible?
Oh, didn't you?
Well, I watched a movie, but I thought it was kind of good. But you wanted no part of it.
Yeah, because it was a total chick flick. Fucking Jennifer Lopez. I can't.
Yeah, it was good.
Whatever.
Leah Remini was in it, who I absolutely adore.
I'm not a big fan either, but
yeah, that's fine.
I don't know anything she's ever done besides Saved by the Bell Beach,
King of Queens,
and King of Queens. That's it.
Yeah.
But we did watch one good movie that I fell in love with last year that you didn't see was Kurt Russell and the Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah.
That is a really good movie.
So good.
And I am a tough sell. I don't like fall in
You
love
are.
with movies.
Especially new movies.
Yeah.
You're
but
a
he
tough sell.
was great in
Yeah.
that. And I love Christmas movies.
Me too.
There's something about Christmas movies that gets me. Like, there's so many good ones. And that's all I do come, like, when we go
December,
back
like,
east.
2nd.
And we don't have cable. We
Right.
just go with, like, Netflix and everything. We, like, cut the cable, like, a year or two ago just to, like, I guess, save the money because it wasn't even worth it. A lot of people were taking away cable.
Well, we also, if we want to watch HBO or whatever,
We have
can.
all the apps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. So we were like, fuck that. But I do miss when they start playing all the Christmas movies and shit on like...
Oh, like 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, TBS, TNT.
Mm-hmm.
I have those apps too. They might be on there.
Yep, and Freeform does 25 Days of Christmas.
All that shit. I can
Yeah.
go crazy, and that's all I'm going to do when I go back east and stay at my mom's house. I'm just going to like cozy up and watch Christmas movies. Christmas
Nothing-
Vacation, Home
Oh,
Alone,
man.
Elf.
I gave you
A Christmas
Vacation
Story.
as a gift one year.
What, like the DVD?
Yeah.
You gave me that?
Mm-hmm.
Did I? I didn't bring that out here, did I?
No, we don't have a DVD player.
Well, I think my PlayStation might play a DVD.
Oh.
I think.
But it was like, I'm pretty sure like the first Christmas I ever gave you a gift, I gave you like a Mets hat and the Christmas Vacation DVD because I like didn't know anything else to get you. I was like, oh, he likes the Mets and I know that this is his favorite Christmas movie.
It's definitely one of them. I know every word to that movie.
Yeah.
I know every word to all of them. It's because they play them over and over and over.
Well, and you love it so much.
Oh, it's so good. I actually saw Chevy Chase on Instagram today. He
He has an Instagram?
yeah, I think his daughter runs it.
Oh,
and,
that's awesome.
And she basically does everything, and just every once in a while just shoots a video of him. And
Yeah.
but it's still cute and funny, and he's still a very funny guy.
Love that. What else? What was the other Christmas movie we watched? Claus. No.
What, with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Santa Claus?
No. Shoot.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah, there you go, Cranks.
Yeah, that's Tim Allen also. That's not like a great movie.
No, it was pretty good though.
It's kind of funny.
I had never seen it.
Yeah, it's not that great. I would definitely not consider it like a classic Christmas movie.
It was cute though.
Stuff-
Oh, I made you watch The Grinch and you hated it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was too weird for me.
Ugh.
I've never got into it, man. I don't know. It was just
Jim
it was
Carrey.
it was just so out there. Like,
Yeah.
I just wasn't high. I guess I should have got high or something
man.
because that was just not
Well,
for me.
did you ever
I was
read?
not in the mood for it anyway. I was
Yeah.
focused on other things and.
Did you ever read like
No.
how The Grinch? Oh, that's why.
No, I never read that like as a kid or anything.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I missed that one. So
Anything because it's all like Dr. Seuss, so that's why it's so
I'm not-
like
I know. I mean, I
yeah.
heard it.
But
you
like
know?
the Who's and all that, like you were asking me, like why are their faces like that? That's how it's like they're depicted
yeah, I don't know
in
why.
the
I just
in the
never
book.
got into that. It's funny because like I'm such a movie fanatic.
Yeah.
But I
Oh
don't know.
my god,
I
Jim Carrey's so good though.
he's always good, but I'm just like a more realistic person.
No, yeah.
Like I like stuff that like remember in the Christmas Chronicles I said the one thing I don't like about this movie is how the elves are like little creatures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It would have been cuter if they or cooler and cuter to me if they were like
People.
like kids maybe.
Yeah.
Like how they did in Tim Allen's Santa Claus where it was just all kids that they were saying were 200 years old and stuff,
Yeah.
but they don't age, and that was cool. But they were cute too, and I guess it was easier for them to just kind of instead of casting that many people,
Yeah.
you just draw them up and
Yeah, that
send
was
them
cool.
in. But that was a really good movie. That scene in jail when he's singing the blues.
Oh man.
Christmas is hilarious, and then Sil from The Sopranos is in jail with him.
Yeah.
Why don't Van Zandt? I never remember his real name, but yeah, Bruce Springsteen's
And the
guitar
cop
player.
is
and,
so funny.
yeah, they're hilarious, and he's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good. Oh, and then I made you watch because of Kurt Russell, Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah. But
and
that
you
wasn't
fell asleep.
Christmas. Yeah, I did.
You always fall asleep.
I do.
Almost every movie I've ever tried to show you in your life, you fall asleep.
Because
And then
you're
when I
like,
ask you, did you see that? I made you watch that, right? And you're like, no, I never saw it. It's because you fell asleep.
because you always want to start a movie at like 10:30,
Jesus.
and I'm like comfy on the couch.
It's 10:30. I need to go to sleep. I got to get up. If I won't hear my alarm if I don't go to bed by 9:06.
Yeah. I went to bed at 8:30 last night.
And you're fucking You're promoting that?
Yeah.
You're putting that out there?
I got
Old
some
woman?
glorious sleep last night.
Yeah, well, good for you. I
There's
don't
nothing,
ever get
honestly,
glorious sleep.
There's nothing like,
Because I sleep next to someone who doesn't hear their fucking alarms in the morning.
yeah. Well, I heard them this morning.
I'm buying you, and for Christmas, just so you know, your gift is going to be a vibrating wristband alarm clock, silent alarm clock. So maybe I can sleep for.
I'm not going to wake up. I think we need a 2-bedroom.
Is that why you don't want it? Because you don't think it's going to wake you up? A violent fucking vibration on your left wrist. It's not going to wake you up.
I seriously don't think so because I've fallen
Well,
asleep.
guess what? We're going to try it.
Okay.
Because I cannot deal with that every morning.
Let's just get a
ladies and gentlemen,
2-bedroom.
an hour of snooze every morning.
Yeah.
With like 5 different alarms set. And
Yeah.
I have to listen to that every day.
I know.
And I'm a light sleeper. It'd be one thing if I wasn't, but it is torture, man. Torture. Because I'm up from the very first second of the first one.
Yeah, I love that.
And then everyone that goes off,
think
I
that's
have
great.
to nudge you and
I know.
everyone.
I know.
Nightmare.
I'm sorry. I seriously, it's not like I lay
So
there.
say you'll try the wristband. Say it. You've been fighting me on it like you don't care. Like just try it.
It's
If
not that
you
I
feel
don't care.
bad,
I just
try
don't
it.
believe it'll work.
I do. And if it doesn't, I'll rewire it so it fucking shocks you. Something so it will work. It'll work. That's what it's meant for.
I guess. We can try it.
We have to try it because I'm losing my mind. I'm sleep deprived.
My cousin
You're ripping
Kelly
me out
actually,
of my best part of sleep.
I know. My cousin Kelly has an alarm clock that vibrates her bed because she has hearing aids, so she can't really hear her alarms that well.
That's not going to work either.
I know. And she actually either her or my Aunt Robin sent me the exact one, the link to it. And I was like, that'd be great. But now I share a bed with somebody, so I can't
I think the wristband is our best play.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to work.
Okay.
So,
Well, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to me, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I've been telling you to just buy one on Amazon for $30 for years now.
I mean, if you want to
So
buy
if
me
you don't
an
wanna
Apple
buy it,
Watch,
I'll
that'd
buy
be
it.
Cool.
I don't know if they do that.
Apple Watches?
I don't know if they do that. I'm just looking for one function here. I don't really, I just need one function.
Or you could wake me up with a puppy and then train it to lick my face every morning.
Come on. Let's be realistic here. We're just trying to get you to wake up.
I know. But seriously, really think back and think about it. Every time that I'm asleep early, I wake up.
Not always.
I woke up this morning. I went to bed at 8:30.
Yeah, on your third or fourth alarm. You don't wake up on the first one.
Did they ring forever?
It doesn't have to be forever. I'm up from 1 second of it.
Oh.
But sometimes they ring forever. And when they ring forever, I really get pissed off.
Yeah.
Just try the fucking wristband.
Okay.
Please.
Cool.
What else?
Oh,
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, it depends. So every Christmas Eve, my sister and I watch
A Christmas
A
Story?
Christmas Story to fall asleep.
It's on 24
That's just
hours.
our tradition.
It's everybody's tradition.
What I grew up on, that's how we went to bed, whatever. We still do it to this day.
It's on TBS and TNT for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, on a roll. Yeah. And then usually when we're having Christmas dinner, when I'm at the big family get together, either It's a Wonderful Life is on or Miracle on 34th Street or both, just playing in the background.
I never got into those as much as the ones that I mentioned, like Home
They're
Alone.
they're classic.
I've only seen them a handful of times compared to thousands of times.
Yeah. If I want to laugh, probably Home Alone or more recently Christmas Vacation. But still feel Christmassy and cute.
So you didn't watch Christmas Vacation back in the day, or
I don't think so.
That's crazy to
I
me.
don't think
I
so.
first saw that movie in the 3rd grade, I believe.
That's funny. If I saw it, I don't remember it.
I don't remember. It's old. It was in the 80s, or early 90s, late 80s,
Yeah,
something like that. But I was super young.
I totally if I had seen it when I was younger, I don't remember it.
So classic.
Yeah.
And then my whole family just walks around and they quote it. We just all quote it.
All day.
I have T-shirts
Yeah.
that have like stuff on it.
Yep.
I'm obsessed. I love it. It's such a great movie. It's like it was underappreciated, I think, when it first came out. I think it was like no big deal. Like it's so funny how certain movies come out and they're not expected to be what they become.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like we haven't gotten to watch that the movies that made us on Netflix yet.
Yeah, you
Because,
said you were gonna watch
Yeah, my
it.
sister said to like save it and so
Yeah.
we could watch it together. I may like cheat and watch like just the Home Alone one, but
No, don't.
But it's so funny. Like Home Alone, like do you know how much money that fucking movie made?
I know, it's crazy.
That's insane.
And
how famous he was.
the
at that
second
age.
one is still just as good. Which,
I
like,
love the second one.
Never happens.
Second one's
Sequels
great.
are like always suck.
And then once they go into they recast and,
four
they try to
and-
milk it
yeah,
for
yeah.
years, then it goes to hell.
Yeah.
But
And also, speaking of sequels, all I keep hearing, and I know you probably
Frozen
haven't even
2?
seen the first one, but Frozen 2 allegedly is like incredible.
yeah, I never even seen the first one.
You should see it. I know you're not like a Disney person. Like this man hadn't even seen the original Jungle Book when we went to see.
I probably
The
did
newest
like
one?
once when I was little.
You had no idea what was going on.
'cause I
Meanwhile,
just
I was sitting next to you crying because I was like, I love this movie.
I don't understand this. This is gonna offend some people,
What?
but I don't understand when adults are obsessed with Disney stuff. It doesn't compute. Like I don't get it. Like I understand like if you have kids and like you take your kids and you show your kids and like you are a kid, like I get the magic of it. But when you're an adult, I know so many adults that are like obsessed.
I think it ties back to childhood.
I guess that makes a little sense
Like,
to me,
that's
but
why
why don't you let that go? No pun intended.
Oh shit!
Yeah. See what I did there?
Like
I didn't even see that movie
think
and my brain
that's-
thought of that joke.
Oh my god!
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
think that's why I was so, I guess, moved by Jungle Book, and that's why I wanted to see Lion King. And
Even as a kid, though, I don't remember being that impressed with Disney. It's weird.
oh, see, I
think Mickey,
was
when I was like really
like
young.
Mickey Mouse Club and stuff.
No, just Mickey
Mickey.
Mouse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's different for girls too because of all the Disney like princesses movies.
maybe.
Because like every girl like wants to be a Disney princess.
I
growing
didn't
up.
really. I actually liked The Lion King the best. Me and my sister would watch The Lion King on repeat.
That was good. I wish they would have just like remastered that and like put it out so younger people could see the first one.
The
but-
original, yeah. I mean, it's still available, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they've remastered it
Oh,
for.
sure. It's just weird when you try to make it seem so real.
Yeah.
And stuff. It's just not. It wasn't like meant for that. It was supposed to be like animated. Like, and sometimes animation is like, I don't know. It's like more special.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like you can do things with animation that you can't do. I don't know.
Oh, I need to redact my statement. I think between my like top three.
Redact. Jeez.
My top three are
Oh, my.
probably Dumbo. Have you ever seen Dumbo?
When I was really little.
Okay, you need to see Dumbo again. So Dumbo, because I love elephants. I remember specifically watching over and over and over again. The Lion King, probably more so because my sister was obsessed with lions and was convinced that she was a lion at one point. And then Anastasia.
Never saw that.
Fantasia.
Never saw that.
Fantasia is a masterpiece.
I've never seen it.
It's so good. It's unlike anything.
Is that the one with the long hair?
No. Oh, no. You're thinking of Rapunzel.
Well, no, I know that, but I thought like that character also they gave her like really long hair or something.
No, Fantasia is not a Disney character.
Oh, I thought that was a girl, like a blonde girl. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
You're thinking of Aurora,
I don't know. You're talking to the wrong person here.
I think. I don't know. But Fantasia
What is that about?
It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like an animated musical.
I'm not a
Well,
big musical.
that's all Disney, I guess.
Yeah,
but
they're all musicals. Maybe that's why I'm not a big Disney fan because I never.
you
when
know,
they-
like the sing-songy.
Yeah,
like,
when you break into song, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them are good. Like when they like the Christmas Chronicles, they did that song
yeah, that's true.
and it was dope.
Yeah.
But it was just different, you know.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just different. It wasn't like, you know, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? that type of shit.
Yeah.
I liked The Little Mermaid, though. That was one of the ones that I actually did watch a million times growing up.
The Little Mermaid?
Yeah, I saw that a bunch of times. I think maybe because
Because of your sister?
probably. But I remember, I remember knowing the words and stuff.
Yeah,
to all those songs. It was like really popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the fact that my brain brought up that first line of that song right there. It tells you how many times I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. I think like, it's just different when you're a girl, I guess.
So what were like your childhood movies then?
Not Disney. It's so weird. I don't know. I can't. I'm more like real actors. Like God, I can't even think. But Home Alone, I saw in the theaters with my grandmother and my mom in like 1990. It came out, I think. I was like super little, and we like went to the movie theaters. So that was definitely like a childhood movie.
No, but I mean like when you were like 2 and 3 and 4, like
I don't remember that.
Oh, your mom never told you like, oh, you were, obsessed with this movie, you would always want it on or whatever.
I don't really remember.
You didn't have like a toy from like
Well, Sesame Street, I think, was pretty big.
Okay.
But no, I don't remember much of that. Like I remember just like all these like old like 80s movies, like Christmas Vacation and The Great Outdoors and stuff with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy and Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Ghostbusters, all that type of shit.
What about like Pee-wee?
Oh, I loved Pee-wee.
Yeah.
He was freaking hilarious. Still is.
But you were like a little bit older.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not that old, though. I remember Pee-wee's Playhouse. I was still, like, super young.
Yeah.
But
oh, didn't you have in one of your baby pictures that is saved
Bert?
on my phone? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bert.
Yeah, it was a picture of me and Bert.
So, obviously, like...
Sesame Street, Bert and Ernie. Yeah. Sesame Street was huge. I remember one day I was... my parents took me to see Sesame Street live or something like that. They, like...
Oh, yeah.
They like it was like a last minute like surprise, and I remember like losing my mind and shit. Yeah, and like I like left school early. They like picked me up from like kindergarten early or something.
Oh my
I don't know. I was
God.
super young.
But
I just
cute.
remember they pulled me out early so we could like get there in time, and they didn't tell me where we were going, and it was at like Radio City Music Hall, I think.
Oh my God. So that was like a big deal.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I remember the feeling of like going and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like my parents like being so like happy like to surprise me with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there was like a couple things like Disney on Ice or something on Ice.
Yeah, probably
once or
Disney on Ice.
I don't know.
That's cute.
Back in the day, man.
That's
now
so
kids
cute.
want to, I don't know what they want to go see.
For a while there, my
a
dad
woman
was
fucking a horse.
You stop. Oh my God.
We're gonna go take them down to Mexico and blow their minds.
Sick.
That was funny though. I'm sorry.
God.
No, but kids are fucked up now, man.
Yeah.
I call them doomers. You
Oh
know?
my God.
They like to call anyone over the age of like 18 like boomer. And so I always call them doomers.
But they're
'Cause they're
also
doomed.
stupid because none of us are baby boomers.
No shit. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about the me throwing that out there. How is that what came to my brain?
I don't know. Sick individual.
Kind of felt bad for the horse. Seth Rogen. I don't remember.
Yeah.
What that was, but yeah. I mean, I'm scared of that generation, man. They're fucking lost. They don't know
idiots.
what the fuck is going on.
They're idiots with the power of being able to reach millions of people in the palm of their hand.
So fucked up. And like, can you imagine being a teacher right now?
No,
I would
I'd quit.
I would be in jail for murder.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'd quit.
Or jump off the fucking building.
Honestly, teachers need to be...
God bless you. If you're a teacher
Yeah.
right now in 2019, 2020, and you're teaching, let's say...
Anywhere from 6th grade to
I would say
senior.
4th, because it's earlier now.
Yeah,
4th
fine.
to seniors, I
Senior
guess.
year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
even through... Yeah, God
Yeah.
bless you. God
Yeah.
bless you.
All of you need to be making like $200,000 a year,
And you
not
should be,
50.
It's ridiculous, and you should be able to like tase them or something. It's just crazy, and they always got the fucking phone in your face. Like I'm on TikTok, man. I see these little fuckers like they're shooting videos of their teachers making fun of them, trying to get them to react.
It's horrible.
So they can get them in trouble. They'll have the phone recording like just in their hand, like on their face, and you hear the teacher like screaming at them because they've had it.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad, dude. But it's like, it's just, I can't even imagine.
Like, I remember being...
And you wonder why I'm not stoked to, like, have kids.
Yeah. Well, but I think
Yeah, we'll raise them different. They won't be affected by everyone in their class. Like, it's easier said than done.
Yeah. I mean, it's
and the
weird.
World is
like,
just such a fucked up place now. Like, it seemed like so much more, like... for kids back in the day, like more magical and more, like there was more magic, like growing up as a kid. You were kind of more protected, your innocence and your creativity. Like, you know what I mean? Like now it's just like,
because
it's stripped away.
It's from your perspective. I'm sure your parents were worried about tons of shit going on when you were younger and you just didn't realize.
You don't agree? Like I didn't have a cell phone with porn on it at age fucking 8.
No.
You know?
Yeah. But like I said in the last podcast, I'm kind of caught in the middle because I had a cell phone when I was in middle school.
Yeah, but it wasn't an iPhone with the internet and all these social media apps with like...
No, for sure.
Girls your age, like dancing slutty for millions of people to see on the app. Like, there wasn't this like...
Well, that's the problem too, is they're not... that's not considered slutty anymore. You know? Like, what... If I saw a classmate of mine doing that when I was that young, it would be like, what the fuck are you doing? That's so bizarre and weird and you're a whore. But if everyone in the class is doing that because that's like the normal thing to do, then it's not bizarre and weird anymore.
But it is bizarre and weird that is the normal thing to do.
Oh, for sure.
Like the most popular girl on TikTok, I'm not going to say her name, but everyone who's on TikTok knows who it is. She's basically like, an attractive 14 or 15-year-old that's like a cheerleader type that never really, like, she can't really dance, but like people think she can because they don't know any better because it's 2019. Like they think like basic like cheerleader moves is like dancing. Mm-hmm. She's got like millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of
followers. It's not because of her dancing.
No shit. Young boys want to, you know what?
Yeah.
With her, and the girls want to be her because the boys want her.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been.
It's kind of no different. It's just the problem is the entire world can see that instead of just your high school class.
It's just weird, dude. It's really weird. And then all these girls, like, it just blows my mind, like, what passes for talent of this younger generation, like what they think is like good. Like music, like dancing, like certain shit, like it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why that happened. Like why did we sink so low into creativity, like, and
because it stopped being about creativity and talent and started being about making money.
Yeah, and shit like American Idol and shit like that, like bringing like the friggin' average ratings. Joe next door who's not very good.
Yeah.
But, he's the best we could find, so vote for him.
Because it's ratings and viewership and...
It's a joke.
People actively watching and participating, even though,
and
they're on the other side of the country.
It's just weird, man. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Super weird, but... I actually read
an
article, like pretty soon, like the new cool thing to do is like to be unplugged and revert back to how it was. And I'm super interested to see how
they say everything like comes back and goes around and this and that. But like, I mean.
Did you see Motorola came out with a new Razr?
No.
Do you remember the Razr?
Vaguely.
Oh my God. It was like the coolest.
Hello, Moto.
It was the coolest fucking phone.
Was that the little gray one or was it the bigger one that was like really thin and like.
Really thin.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And it
I never had that
flipped all the way open.
I remember that.
Then they came out with a new one. And it has like a front camera and all that stuff, but it's an actual flip phone. It's not an iPhone.
It's weird.
So weird to think about.
I used to have that little one that like Tony used on The Sopranos. You know, that little gray one?
Yeah. My first cell phone was a Nokia. And
I think I had that was a Nokia. I think.
yeah,
Or
and
no. Maybe it was a Motorola. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was the one that you could play Snake on. Do you remember Snake?
Vaguely.
Ugh, best game. And I remember I'm pretty sure I was the first person out of like my group of friends to get it because my parents were the only people out of my group of friends to work in New York City. So they were like, okay, like if you ever need us, like we're kind of far, but you can call grandma, you could call grandpa, you could call us if you want. Here's a cell phone. And that's really all I used it for. But it was like so cool, you know, to have one, and everyone would always like come around and like look at it. And I had I bought a case for it with like my allowance money or something, and it was black with like glitter in it. I thought I was so fucking cool.
I had a fucking beeper.
Yeah,
when I was really young.
I had a beeper too.
And
I just never got
it.
it.
Got stolen like 2 days after I got a brand new
that
one
sucks.
out of like my gym locker in that
Yeah.
shithole high school.
And then all of my friends got cell phones too. And then that was when cell phones like started coming out more regularly, like new models. And my one friend got the, you remember that peanut phone? It was shaped like a peanut.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was Nokia too, but it literally looked like, you know, those circus peanut candies. It looked like that. And that fucking thing was indestructible, like would survive a nuclear bomb. That nothing could break it. And at one point she was like, I'm so sick of this phone. I want the new one. I'm going to ask my parents for a new phone for Christmas, something. And we were like, well, your phone's not broken. Like they're not going to replace your phone. And she was like, well, we have to break it then. And we would try to throw it down the stairs and it wouldn't break. Like every single thing we did to this phone, it would not break.
I wonder if kids do that now. Fire an iPhone up against the wall, try to get a new one.
I swear to you, the last time I cracked my screen so badly, I think I dropped it from 3 feet high in the air.
I have never broken an iPhone.
I have broken...
Never
I broke
once.
the screen once on one of my phones, and then I ran over my other phone.
I remember that.
Yeah. That sucked.
Well,
I don't know if I did. Yeah, so...
No, you did. You definitely did.
No, you did.
What do you mean?
I'll explain.
What do you mean? I was driving?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I was setting up for a party.
Yeah, that's right.
And
You left
I
it on the
had
fucking
all of
thing.
my stuff in my car for the party.
Why would you leave it on the
Because I was
outside of the car?
I was
though?
unpacking my car. Like I
just quickly and you just
tossed
threw it on the. It was
everything.
like on the windshield.
Yep,
where the
my phone was
windshield
just-
wipers were.
Exactly. My phone was just on my car, doing whatever. Realized I needed ice for the party. So I was like, babe, can you run and grab ice for me? And you were like, yeah, of course. You ran and ran to get ice at 7-Eleven. So you brought my phone all the way to 7-Eleven.
I can't believe it made it that far.
Hours later, I realized I don't have my phone. And you were like, didn't you have it? Wasn't it on your car? And I was like, fuck. And then you took it to 7-Eleven, like it's gone. We did find my iPhone, realized it was there. And the cashier actually had it. He held it for you. Because it was like whatever.
Why wouldn't you put it in your pocket, though?
I didn't have a pocket.
Oh,
I think I had on
dress?
leggings.
Oh. Still, man, I always put my phone in I never put my phone down like anywhere like that ever.
Well, if you don't have a pocket, what are you supposed to do?
Put it in your bra. Put it somewhere.
No,
Stick
I
it
don't
on
want the
you
radiation
somewhere.
on my boobs.
Duh.
So yeah, so either you ran over it with my car, so essentially I ran over my phone, or somebody else ran over it. But when the 7-Eleven attendant gave it to me, it was in a plastic bag and virtually in pieces.
Yeah, well, it got ran over.
So
Fell off the fucking car and got ran over.
that was a fun day.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, it's all good.
Don't put your phone on your car.
Yeah. So stupid. But also, like, don't make phones out of glass.
I gotta make
What
them
the
out of
fuck,
something, man.
Apple?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they should be a little more indestructible. That's for sure. Considering
It's
they
part of their
cost
business model, though, if you think about it.
$1,000s.
It's actually very smart. It's just really shitty that they make phones easy to break, because then you have to buy another one because you can't be without your phone, because we've been taught that we can't be without our phones, and something will go wrong if we don't have our phone, and if we're not able to reach anybody, who are we going to reach out to? And
Can you imagine if the next president of the United States said,
phones are illegal.
yeah, like no more, well, yeah, same thing really. But like if they said no more social media, Instagram, you're done. Facebook, you're done. Twitter, you're done. All this shit, you're done. The phones
Yeah, but
don't have it anymore. Gone.
I feel like there's some political ties there.
No shit, there's political ties. The media runs on social media now.
Yeah.
So
that
it's
couldn't
all
happen.
No, but I'm just saying, can you imagine if they tried to take that away?
I know.
How would people react? Like what would all the Instagram sluts do for a living?
Oh my God, they wouldn't have jobs.
Crazy.
Poor things.
They wouldn't know what to do with themselves. Can you imagine those girls? That's all they do all day is they just take pictures of themselves and like little videos. You know what makes me sick? I'm sorry.
What?
The way a girl stares into the front-facing camera when they're recording themselves. And they don't look into the camera. They look around at their face. Like they have this glazed over look while they make like the duck lips and the...
Yeah, they got to make sure they look good.
Oh, that is the creepiest thing.
It
I'd
is
rather
creepy.
see a fucking anaconda swallow a puppy than see a girl do that. It
Yeah.
makes me sick.
I do kind of do. I don't do that, but I do make that mistake though. Like if I'm FaceTiming, have you ever done that?
Not check out what you look like, but they do this thing where they like move their head around and like they're like kind of like adjust their shoulders and look around. They look like a fucking idiot, but they all do that. It's
Yeah.
like, and when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, like I would never want to be caught doing that on like a video or something.
Yeah,
but
it's like
they're doing it on purpose.
You get like secondhand embarrassment for them.
Oh, I cringe.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't understand why girls do that. Like, it's so weird.
Because somebody started it.
I don't even know if people would know what I'm talking about, but if you ever see like just a video of a girl like, and she's just looking at herself in the video, and that's all she's doing. She's just posting that video to be like, look how hot I am. It's so fucking weird.
I think you should start posting videos like that.
How?
Just like no shirt on, staring into the front camera, hair done, put like a little mascara on or something.
It's just so weird, man. Like, what do you like? Why? What is your? It's just pathetic.
I don't know.
It's pathetic.
Maybe they're looking for their dad.
Yeah, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. That's solid.
Thank you.
I may use that. I may have to steal that one. No, that's a good one. I like it. But yeah, that's what I mean, every once in a while I'll get frustrated and I'll comment something. I shouldn't, but my comedian brain takes over and I say, let me just drop something on them.
Yeah.
Like this one girl, she's like one of the few I follow, and it's, you know who it is because the excuse is everybody follows her.
Yeah.
And that's pathetic.
I know.
That's so fucking pathetic. Like, I hate myself that I even follow her. I should just unfollow her.
I know.
I mean, she's fucking knockout. Like, and she's so hot.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But the other day she posted picture like all bundled up and she was cold, and I commented, God, it's fucking weird to see you with clothes on.
Yeah.
It's just, sometimes I lose my mind and just like I get a little pissed off because it's like, what? It's just not fair. Like, normal people have to be like talented or funny.
I wonder if people were angry. I wonder if there were people like
you fucking bitch, take your clothes off.
Yeah.
People aren't that crazy.
It'd be
yet.
hilarious. I'm sure one person
Some
was
are, I bet,
pissed.
but-
Yeah.
It's just so weird. And like when I see these young girls on TikTok, I do sometimes I'll lose my mind and comment stuff like that. Like,
Don't do that.
Have you ever met your father?
Oh God.
Or like where, like, you know what I mean? Just
I
like,
know.
because it makes me sick.
I know.
It's like, where are your fucking parents?
TikTok makes me nervous though, because I feel like it's all like, I don't know, just weird children. Like there's some
Weird children. It's
child pornography thing.
What?
I don't know. I get scared of it. They're all too young. I'm too intimidated.
TikTok
and it's
is like
weird.
more popular than Instagram right now.
I know, but I'm like comfortable in my like my little Instagram bubble of like watching a few stories and like looking at the Instagram, what's it called? Instagram
it's like a
TV.
Planet scrolling through the For You page on TikTok. It makes me sick. It gives me anxiety.
I don't.
I try
want
not
any
to
part
look
of
at it. Like, I'll post something and just try to put my phone down. But, like, out of just human nature, I want to see what other people are doing, and it's a mistake. I should just leave it alone.
Yeah. I
Because
don't
it
know.
makes me sick.
I'm not great with social media because I don't know. I feel like people only post, when shit's going well and successes and whatever. And it's like, but what about just like normal day-to-day life? Like,
Well, see, no, that's the difference. Like, on Instagram, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Like, showing off, like, look how good my life is.
yeah,
Hey, I just got engaged, or
Right.
hey, I just got new headshots,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Look at me, I'm on stage at this club.
Yeah,
whatever. On TikTok, people purposely try to make videos to try to like go viral. Like, they purposely try. Like,
but I don't like that
like
either.
let's throw Mentos into a fucking Coke bottle, and let's have your friend stand behind the camera and drop it in as I throw it from across the room, so it makes it look like I threw it into the bottle from across the room. Like, they purposely try to make stuff that goes viral.
It's just so
And that's
lame
why
to me.
girls act all slutty and like try to get like half naked and dance to these crazy like mumble rap songs and shit, because they want to be famous. They
So lame.
I saw a video the other day where this girl pulled up to like a McDonald's and she was like, "Hey," she's like, "I'm TikTok famous.
Oh shit.
Do you want to be like in my?" She was like, "Hey, do you know what TikTok is?" And he's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm TikTok famous." And he's like, "Yeah." Like, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it just blew my mind. Like, that's a phrase, TikTok famous.
Well,
You're TikTok famous. I've had girls comment that on my shit. "Oh my God, you're TikTok famous." What the fuck does that mean?
that's it's almost an insult.
It is an insult, really. Oh my God. But to them, it's like what they strive for. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the goal of life. Like, let me be
guess.
TikTok famous. That's gonna like, it's crazy. And that one girl, she's making money. She's charging people for meet and greets, and but she'll be gone, dude. She'll be
It just
gone.
makes me so uncomfortable.
I've seen it so many times. Like these, so like with Vine or Musically or whatever, there's like always a handful of people that blow up. The ones from Vine actually stuck around for a while.
Yeah.
They turned into people that are still fairly popular and making a decent living.
Yeah.
So it does give you some really good opportunities, but
I guess,
I
but
don't know,
you
man.
got to be like a whole different animal. Like, you can't just
you have
like
to have something to back that up.
Like, the people that stuck around from Vine were innovative enough to like be able to translate that into something else.
Well,
These-
it's not
these-
that they're innovative.
you
It
know-
also helps you. Like, when you have millions of followers on something, it's very easily done to move to another app and then automatically have the following there, because you tell everyone on that app to go follow you on this app.
Yeah.
And you have that. When you're starting fresh with nothing, it's way different.
No, for sure.
But
I don't
even
know.
then, like, it's so weird. Like, you'll see someone with 7 million followers on TikTok and they'll only have 500,000 on Instagram. Or
weird.
like, it's tough to like get everyone to spread out. Like,
Yeah.
but when you're truly famous, people find you everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything you do, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you're on, they're going to find it because you're a fucking household name.
Yeah.
It's different than being TikTok famous.
It's crazy.
So weird. Like William, my friend William I had on the podcast. He's technically TikTok famous pretty much. People
Yeah.
know who he is on there.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's not the same as being like famous,
Right.
But to them it is. It's weird. It's a weird time. Weird fucking time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's creepy, man. It's just weird. Like, that's what people are striving for right now. Let me go viral on the internet. And even me, I want a following on the internet too.
Yeah, but
social
you're not.
media.
Your goal isn't to be like, let me get one viral video.
I've had viral videos. It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything.
Right.
You need like a lot more than that. They don't really realize that, but it's different when you're like a 15-year-old girl. It's very different.
Yeah.
Everybody you see, the most famous people on the internet are young girls or
Right.
older girls that, still act, young and have the fake boobs and just get naked, and they're a dime a dozen, man. It's
So
crazy.
What would you do if you were dating somebody like that? Like, what would you do if you met a girl at a club and like, let's just pretend you're single, you go out one night, you meet a girl, you're like, holy shit, she's gorgeous. You two hit it off. And then you're like, oh, so like, what do? You know, whatever. And she says, I'm TikTok famous. What do you say?
I'm TikTok famous? I have no idea. Just like that commercial. Hi, I'm an Instagram boyfriend.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
She's like, take the fucking picture.
Uh-huh.
But can you imagine like some girl dragging you around by your cock?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. I need to. Can you take more pictures of me? Blah 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 blah. That's weird.
What would you do?
I don't. I'd be like, all right, like whatever.
It wouldn't bother you. You'd still take her home.
What? You just to sleep with her?
No, to like.
There's a difference. You don't just meet a girl at a club and be like, hey, let's get married. Like, I mean, that's, you know what I mean?
Okay, fine. So what if you like meet a girl in a club, sleep with her, realize after like a couple dates that you two are going to be together forever. Like, do you marry her?
That would never fucking happen.
Okay. So then my question's answered.
But it just makes no sense. Like, you don't just meet a girl at a club and decide you're going to marry her.
You're reading too much into it. I'm saying, could you...
Just to be your boyfriend, you mean? Just to be in a relationship with someone like that? You want to just simplify it like that?
Yeah.
It would be really weird. I would probably not like it. A, because I am the entertainment type and the creative person, and I'd probably be like, this bitch, like, she doesn't do anything, and she's got all these followers.
That's funny.
Just for showing her tits. It's insulting. That's why I have such a problem with it, I think. Because I see, like, it's just insulting to people that deserve a following.
Yeah. People
that are playing instruments and writing songs and writing stand-up and, acting and doing stuff that deserves to be appreciated.
Yeah.
Instead of just something so basic, like, hi, look at me naked.
Right. Well, I also think it's hilarious, too, that everyone's like, women's rights, me too, women's rights, me too.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
backwards now.
They're like,
you're
look at...
You're taking yourself back in time to treating yourself like a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Just like a sex object, really.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with loving your body and appreciating, being a woman or appreciating other women. But
that's what's sexy.
Right.
But when that's all you got.
Yeah.
It's just like you're a fucking shell.
Yeah.
It's just gross. I don't know. We live in a disgusting world. I don't know.
That's why you're with me, because I'm an intellect.
An intellect?
Yeah.
You consider yourself an intellect?
I do.
Okay.
I read a lot of books.
You do read books.
I love books.
But you couldn't tell me where, like, a mountain range is somewhere, or like...
I could be
what an ocean is, or compared to a Great Lake.
You blow that story out of proportion.
I do not blow that story out of proportion.
Everyone I've spoken to about that has been like, no, I completely understand.
Well, they're fucking idiots too. I don't think we've ever told that story about that. We did once, but it didn't. We didn't.
Didn't make.
We didn't use it in that first one.
So can I explain?
There's nothing to explain. We were driving through Chicago, and you thought the fucking Lake Michigan was an ocean.
I didn't.
You said to me, babe, you laugh every time because you know I'm right.
No.
You said, that's a lake, right? And what you meant was, no, you didn't even say that. I'm sorry. I just made you look better than it. What you said made you look. You said, that's not an ocean, right?
Absolutely not.
Yes.
I did not say that.
Yes.
I said, that's a lake, right?
I'm pretty sure
and you looked at me and you said...
Is that a lake or an ocean?
You said, yeah. And then proceeded to roll down the window and ask everyone that we saw at every red light if Lake Michigan was an ocean or a lake, because I thought it was an ocean. Meanwhile,
I just couldn't understand how a human would think an ocean would be in the middle of a continent like that.
The word ocean didn't even come out of my mouth.
You thought it was an ocean.
That's a lake, right? Because I was awestruck by the size of that lake.
You said it because you were questioning whether it was an ocean or not.
Because I could not understand how and why I couldn't see the other side of the lake.
It's a great lake.
I know.
Massive.
But every other lake I've ever seen in my life or visited in my life, I could see the other side of.
Oh, they're big.
And then when I come across this great ass fucking lake.
That's not even the biggest one.
Right. And I can't see the other side of it. I'm like, holy shit. But that's a lake. Like, that's incredible.
Do you remember what the biggest one is when I told you?
Superior.
Correct. I'm glad you retained that.
Intellect.
Yeah, well, because of me. I'm good at stuff like that. For some
Yeah.
reason, you don't really know stuff like that.
Because I don't care.
But you're an intellect.
Yeah. I could be an intellect in
So what
specific
am I
things.
if I am filled with all that useless information?
Um,
It is kind of, I don't know if it's useless information.
you would be great on like Jeopardy or
No, that's too hard. That's like, I mean, I am good at some
or like
Jeopardy
Who Wants
questions,
to Be a
but
Millionaire or
That's very hard too, but
what's the game that we want
it's
to
so
be on?
random. It's just like luck.
Yeah.
Like if they ask you about something that you happen to know about that subject, you're
Yeah.
golden. If you don't, you don't.
What's the game that you said you and I should be on, but also not you and I because
I don't remember
we
the
would
name
lose.
of it, but it's with those balls.
Yeah. It's like
What's
oh,
that
shit.
fucking?
it's kind of like
with-
Plinko, but it's like a giant Plinko.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. It was popular for like a minute,
Yeah,
but
that would have been good for you and I.
yeah, but we would never be able to get on because we haven't lost a dog to cancer or anything like that.
I have both of my legs.
I
Yeah.
didn't just come back.
Oh, that's what else I like to follow on Instagram, dogs.
That's
And that's
weird.
it. That's probably why I have
that's
such a
weird
good
too.
experience.
Like we're making Instagram pages for our pets. What are we doing, people?
I know, but they're so cute.
Of course they're cute, but it's like
Maybe that's why I have a
Fucking
better
weird, man.
experience on social media because I follow dogs.
it's very weird.
I know.
It's very weird.
It's better than being angry about naked women, though.
What do you mean? You don't get naked women on your Instagram feed?
Yeah, but the majority of my Instagram feed is like,
And you'd think, oh, he's a guy. He must love seeing all this. It has the opposite effect on me. It pisses me off. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I think it's because, like I said, maybe I'm just jealous that they have all these opportunities and numbers just for having no talent whatsoever. And I am always writing and doing all this stuff, and I can't achieve that
true.
yet. Anyway,
But there's also this magical button that you could press called unfollow.
no, it doesn't matter. You don't have to follow them. If you go to the Explore page,
Oh, I don't go on that.
start scrolling through shit.
I don't go on that because it's based
Yes, you
on.
do. Everybody does.
I really don't. I go on it if like I go to when I go to search and I'll like quickly scroll and if I see like a dog or something, I'll like click it, but it's pretty rare. I don't
just
know.
think it's disgusting how it tailors to what you've hit like on,
or what you viewed or
anything like that.
tagged. Yeah.
So weird. Like I hit like on like one fishing video once, and now I have a million fishing videos.
Yeah.
And I hit like on one baseball video, one boom, and it's just all baseball.
I
or-
liked all of my friends' posts who got engaged, and now my entire search or explore page, whatever, is diamonds. I like dog videos, and I send
It's
dog
all about
videos.
the hashtags and
Yeah.
shit. They know what you hit like on.
It's the
and
FBI, man.
it's just gross. I don't. They
You
have
know what's super
so
weird
much
about
power,
that?
These fucking social media companies. It's
We
disgusting.
one of my coworkers and I were talking about the FBI, man, and how everybody is being watched and listened to, and she was like, "Let's say something and see if it winds up on like our explore pages," and she hates opossums. Is it opossum or possum?
Possum.
It's not opossum.
No, it's just possum. Google it.
Ah, shit.
See, it's stuff like that. You're an intellect. You don't even know what the fuck a possum is.
I'm pretty sure it's opossum.
Google it.
Opossum.
When I was little, I thought it was a possum.
Opossum is an American marsupial that has a rat-like prehensile tail.
It's spelled with an O.
Opossum.
I thought it was just possum.
Mm-mm.
Man, I'm the idiot.
Yep. Intellect.
I'm the asshole. Is it really? I thought it was possum.
There you go. Look at my phone.
Oh, well, that's weird.
It's from...
But it also says possum.
Like, it could be spelled two different ways.
Like when you see how it says possums, and then underneath it says opossum animal.
Interesting.
So I think we're both right.
Whatever. So
They're ugly as fuck. those
yeah.
little
So
things,
she was
man.
like,
oh, they are so creepy. Do you ever
Yeah,
see
I
them
know.
crossing the street at 3:00 in the morning?
yes. Yeah. So she hates them more than anything.
Like, gross.
And we were talking about
Poor
it.
things.
She was like, I can't stand them. And she set it into my phone. And the very next day on my Explore page, there was a video of them. And they had made a habitat in this woman's, like, inside of her grill.
Grill?
Yeah. Outside.
Habitat?
Yeah. They made, like, a little home. It was a mom and, like, 4 baby.
A little nest of some sort?
Yep. And it was all on there. So they're listening. It'll be on my fucking thing now.
It's not that they're listening. It's that the technology is listening.
It's the FBI, man.
It's not the FBI.
They can see you. They're watching you
It's-
every time you're looking at
It's
your
the
phone.
same thing
at porn.
that makes it jump when you say, "Hey Siri." Didn't work.
Didn't say it because the FBI man is
Weird.
listening, and it's like, don't do that.
But when you say, but it's the same thing. You know
Hey
what I mean?
Siri. Nope, my
Weird.
phone didn't work.
That's
But when
weird.
I say, "Are you serious?"
Yeah,
she's
I
like,
say that all the time.
"What? I didn't understand that."
Yeah, but it's just weird. Anything you click on or search for, anything, it's just crazy. Like Instagram, Facebook. What blows my mind is how, like, when you search for something on Amazon and then you see that on Instagram.
Yes,
What
Well,
the fuck is that about?
that's cookies.
Yeah, but that's crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, it's just so weird. It's so weird,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and it overwhelms me, all this shit
You know what's even, well, I guess
to think about. Like, it's
suckier is
overwhelming.
we've signed off and agreed on all of the shit that's happening when you sign up for these social media
Of
websites
course, no
or
one
like
ever reads that
Gmail.
shit.
Yeah, like
Just
the
like, yeah, I want to start my account. Go.
Yep.
Of course.
We've agreed to all of it. So God only knows what these people are doing with all of our information.
Selling it to Russia,
Sick.
probably.
Speaking of, have you ever wanted to go there?
Nope.
Really?
Fuck no.
With like the snow and stuff?
Fuck that place.
Oh.
It looks like hell on earth.
No, there's some like beautiful parts.
It seems like. Have you seen the shit that comes out of there? Like their main sport is 2 guys slapping each other across the face. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I
Just
think
2
it's really
guys lined
funny.
up at like an arm wrestling table, and they just fire like one shot after the other. Who
Yeah.
can take it without getting knocked out?
So sick.
That's Russia.
I know, I love it.
It's like, really? Jesus Christ.
Italy, a couple of towns in Italy are selling homes for $1 if you want to buy one.
I mean, I don't, but I would like to go to Italy at some point and see it, but I'm like nervous to go anywhere nowadays. It's weird.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, it can't be any more dangerous than this fucking country.
Do you have that
Get shot anywhere
do you
now.
have that phobia
Right?
where
Fuck
you can't leave the house? What's that called?
Agoraphobia?
Is it agoraphobia?
I think so. Like the chick from Shameless?
Yeah.
I think it's agoraphobia. Intellect. Ding, 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 ding. Final answer? Yes. B, agoraphobia.
Let's see. Phobia of
I'm right. I have a lot of... it's weird. I have a lot of that information inside me. It's totally useless. But
it's agoraphobia.
agoraphobia.
That is incorrect.
Well, I still got there.
The answer is
If it was Jeopardy, I'd be wrong. If it was...
the
Who Wants
answer
to-
is what is agoraphobia?
Yeah, well, I was close. It was just agoraphobia, but whatever. Very close.
Yeah.
For only hearing that word once or twice in my life, I retained
I
it.
think I'm slightly agoraphobic.
I'm not that bad, but I definitely get more anxious when I'm
I think everybody is.
out amongst the fucking
Crowds.
just... I don't even know what to call people now.
We're idiots, by the way, because
Like aliens to me. I don't understand people anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense to me.
I love that we
Very rarely.
left the house and went shopping over Black Friday weekend. Meanwhile, the two of us can't stand being in like large crowds or
Well, it's just weird being around, like, God, the lines in some of those stores.
it was crazy, right?
I was like, we got to get out of here.
I
It's
know.
like, don't you like those pants? Yeah, I do, but I'm not standing
Not
in this line
enough.
for 5 hours. It's
Yeah.
not worth it. Gotta go.
So nuts. But I don't know. It's weird. Like, I get nervous in certain situations, but then like when we went to the concert, I was fine.
Yeah, I'm a concert's different because it's like everyone's there for one reason.
Yeah.
And they're there to have fun. It's
Sure.
their night out.
Yeah.
They're not looking for trouble. They're looking for relaxation and fun and happiness.
Yeah. But if you noticed at the last concert we went to, there was no like real security really.
What are you talking about? They were everywhere.
Yeah, but there was no like I didn't have to show anybody my bag or anything. I could have brought in whatever I wanted. And if I was a crazy person, you know?
Yeah, but it's just, but when we go out and we're at Costco or Target or wherever,
Yeah.
I'm scanning around.
Yeah, I'm definitely always aware.
Always.
Yeah.
And it's sad that I do that. But I always am on alert. Like, all right, where's the shooter? Like, where is it coming from?
I think for me, as of late, it's been more of like, all right, where's the person that's going to kidnap me and put me into
Well, that's
sex
you
trafficking?
fucking watch all that shit.
I've been listening to too much of this one podcast that's about murders, but no, but lately it's been like super bad with all of the human trafficking and the
Do you
sex
want
workers.
to put the PSA out?
Yes.
Ladies,
Ladies,
if you find your windshield wipers,
don't mock that. It's really bad.
I'm not mocking it. I'm
There
telling
have been
them.
people
Tell them.
have been zip tying windshield wipers together
I wasn't mocking
on
it.
cars. So if you see that your windshield has anything on it, or if your windshield wipers are zip tied, do not do anything. Get in your car and drive away. Call the cops while you're in the car. Don't sit in the car for too long without moving. Like, don't just sit there on your
Get
phone.
in your car and go.
Get in your car and go. Put your seatbelt on. Get in your car and go. If somebody approaches you in a parking lot and wants you to smell a sample of perfume, do not smell it. Run away. Get your pepper spray out. Be weird. Be rude. Just don't do it because it's not perfume.
chloroform.
It's chloroform.
And then you're unconscious and waking up fucking a horse
Stop.
in Mexico somewhere.
It's really scary. If I get sold into sex trafficking, you're not going to be happy.
You're not going to be happy.
No, I won't be.
But yeah, no. But that's what I mean. Like, that's what we're dealing with. Like, that's the world.
Yeah.
But even back in the day, though, I remember there being shit like at the mall where guys were hiding under the cars and slicing girls' Achilles heel, shit like that. And there's always fucking nutcases out there. But it's weird when there becomes something that is like the windshield wipers or something that becomes this trend.
Yeah.
That's
it's
fucking
scary.
weird.
It's really scary. And they were saying,
Why do you think I tell you to carry that pepper spray all the time? Why do you think I bought it for you?
yeah. Well, why do you think I always find the weirdest parking spots? Because I don't want to be like around people, or I want to be.
I'm in the car.
What?
When I bitch you out for picking the weird spots, I'm in the car. Yeah, you don't have to worry.
It doesn't
You
matter.
do,
They
like,
could
by
take both of
yourself?
us.
Bullshit. Fucking take both of us. Kidding me? Someone wouldn't
They're
come
taking
with
anyone.
a mile of a fucking girl that was in a car with a guy and saw them walking to a car with a guy. They wouldn't even fucking. They'd
That's not
just move
true.
right on. What are they gonna do?
They could shoot you and take me.
You don't shoot.
They're taking
someone.
anyone. The latest
too loud.
woman to go missing was 40 years old.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be like younger
Right.
ones. You know?
Exactly. It's
What
crazy.
are they gonna do with a 40-year-old?
I don't know. Maybe there's people that like having sex with 40-year-old women. And they'll pay big money for it.
Hashtag MILF.
Yeah,
Going for the MILFs.
I guess. But it's still really scary.
Yeah, it is. It's gross. It's just
Like, I'm more
fucked
worried
up.
about that than these
Do you have to be
stupid
by
kids.
yourself, like in like parking garages and shit at work and all that shit?
Yeah, but there's cameras everywhere, and it's all gated, and like you have to have a pass to get in and everything like that.
That's good.
And if I wanted
And you
to,
don't really go like, to malls or shit like that without me. I mean, usually
No.
we always go together,
yeah,
so you don't have to worry. But yep, if you're out there listening and you're a girl and you happen to see that crazy shit, just now you know what to do. You're welcome.
just be super aware. Don't be on your phone when you're walking to your car, especially at night. Just like Get in your car,
God,
check your back seat first.
It really would be so easy with how dumb some people are too.
I
could
know,
totally see
like
it.
just put your phone away. Like that's why I was texting you. That's why I texted you weird today when I was coming home. I texted like on and hit send by accident because I was walking to my car and I realized I was texting you while I was walking. And like I'm in a parking garage, so it's like highly unlikely, but still just to like get myself in the habit, I like threw my phone in my purse and then texted you again once I like got in the car. You know what I mean? It was just like a precautionary thing to get in the habit.
It's just so weird. Like I just don't understand like why some people are so fucked. And I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I could see losing your mind though nowadays. Like I mean, if you're just chemically fucked, like okay, and you're like serial killer or whatever, you're just messed up.
Yeah.
But I could see someone slowly losing their mind because of everything that they're seeing every day on social media. Just just losing their mind. Just starting to like me, like I start to resent these girls. I would never lose my mind to the point where I would want to go out and fucking kill them. But I could kind of see how like some psycho guy who's never gotten laid in his life, lives in his mom's basement, age 46. You know what I'm saying? And he's seeing this shit all day, and like I don't know, like I could see someone losing their mind.
Oh, totally.
And like trying to kidnap, a good-looking girl or something, or like guys like who rape or whatever. They just lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It just blows my mind. Like, were you always like that, or like did that just develop over time of being? I don't know, man. Whatever.
Well, probably like there's probably some sort of like early connection that they're making
like
to it. Yeah.
Embarrassed by a girl,
right?
In
And
front
then maybe
of, like,
seeing
your classmates or bullied, or
yeah, and then like seeing those types of people succeed or become popular, through your entire life, and then like being, fucking TikTok famous, whatever the fuck. I too could see how somebody would get like
just ready to
vengeful.
snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But it's just, it's something like that you were saying about the zip ties on the windshield, that type of shit. That's like an organization.
Yeah,
That's like big.
Yeah.
That's like something like, all right,
that's like a cartel.
This is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
This works.
Yeah.
Get out there, get us some girls.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why it's like such a big thing.
Where do they go? Where is that? Like
the zip tie thing was at a mall in
California?
No, Virginia, maybe.
Virginia. Whoa.
I think that was like the latest one.
Damn. So where are those? But like you would think, like if it was California, then it would have something to do with like maybe Mexico, or unless it's just like an organization that's just like in America, just fucking
Probably,
normal.
yeah, maybe.
It's not. They're not
I
going to
think.
another country or anything.
No.
Russia or something. Like I remember I used to record at this recording studio, and it was also like the other side of the building was this like strip club, and it wasn't like the type of like strip club that was like fully nude and everything. It was like a bar. They like served alcohol. Yeah, and the girls would basically just like dance in like bikinis and shit. Yeah, every single girl there was Russian. Everyone. They flew them in, and then they bust them to work every day and night. All they were strippers. It was insane.
That's crazy.
It was it really was. Like you could totally like see it. Like they just it was
they
like
probably
someone
all
brought
lived in
them
the
over.
same place.
They did. It was crazy. But it's like shit like that. Like, it's like how do you get into that shit?
Like on Shameless, when remember when they're gonna start the
with the hand jobs and shit.
Yep, and they like bring them all in a truck.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
what I imagine it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and because they want to be like in America,
right?
So they do anything they can.
So nuts.
But like like Americans though, it's like where does that lead to? Like, they just like tie these girls into a fucking dungeon somewhere, and like
I
these
don't
rich
know.
old men pay to go and fuck them, or
I have no
what
idea.
the hell happens.
But whatever it is.
God only knows, man. People are capable of anything. And that's
Yeah.
what scares me. It gives me anxiety. I don't like thinking about like that shit, man.
Yeah,
It's fucking scary.
I know.
Just like, why are
You
people
just have to
so
think about
fucked up?
the good though, you know. Like I know it just got a little heavy with like the sex trafficking or human trafficking, whatever, but you do it like
But that's just like, one thing about people. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. But I don't know. I think because of social media, I'm like becoming programmed to think that everyone's bad.
yeah.
Like the
I think
whole
you need a
world is
break.
bad.
I think you need a social media break.
I was talking to this girl today who I'm probably going to have on the podcast. I was telling you, and she thinks I need to microdose with mushrooms to get back on track and appreciate the good things in
Yeah.
life. And I do still appreciate.
No, you totally do.
Nature and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I always have, but it eats away at you. Everything you see, like the news and the politics and the crimes and
Yeah.
And what's sad is like do you ever wonder why you only see bad things on the news? Really? It's because that gets ratings.
Well, yeah.
And like that's what they're out there looking for. They're not looking for like,
The acts of kindness.
Yeah, no. They're looking for tragedy.
That's one
crazy
story.
shit.
That's one story. There's like one nice story to like end the night.
Yeah, they'll throw in one.
Yeah.
But that, the ratings, it's all about ratings and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy. And they all fight to get that story out first. So a lot of the times it's not even accurate yet because they don't even allow enough time to go by to like figure it out and see what like really went down. They just want to pump it out there and get the most hits. You know what I mean? First. Like, we're the first news station to get it. We're making the most money off it.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
how it works. It's crazy. Same thing with like Twitter or whatever. They just fire it out, whenever they get it. Mm-hmm. It's just weird, man. It's just so weird. Remember that show I made you watch with those guys who did that for a living? They follow ambulances and shit, and they have scanners, shot in the dark.
Yep.
And like that's their job, is to run around LA all night with a police scanner and a fucking camera and try to get the car fires and the accidents and the chases and the crimes and the shootings. And they are the ones out in the street, and then they sell it. They make their living by selling that to the news channels.
But then do you remember
Crazy.
the guy kind of like stopped after he witnessed that really bad accident and ended up pulling the guy out of the car? Mm-hmm. He was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, that was
like,
crazy.
That just made it so much more real for him because he physically saved a human being instead of filming it.
Yeah, check that. I don't know if it's still out on Netflix, but it was called Shot in the Dark, and it was just about like this handful of guys in LA that just drive around all night long looking for the death
next
and
big
crime
story,
and anything they can get on camera to sell fires, whatever, man. Anything you see on the news. It's pretty crazy to live like that.
Yeah.
And they make some pretty good money doing it, but my God, like, jeez, the shit you see. And like, can you imagine being a fucking fireman or a paramedic or a cop now? No. Really. But like, and especially like in LA or Newark or fucking anywhere, like a big, Newark's not even that big compared to like LA or Manhattan or fucking Chicago, whatever. Mm-hmm. The shit you must see.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And like, you got to take that shit home with you.
I know, it's crazy.
Every night.
Yeah.
Like, I have trouble sleeping some nights just from social media or the news. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine, like, you get home, you take your clothes off, you're in the shower, and you're replaying, whatever you saw.
Yeah.
Which God only knows.
It's wild.
It's fucked up, man. I mean,
I don't have that kind of courage. I really don't.
It's not it is courageous, but it's like, it's not even the word. Like, you need like such a short memory. Like you can't be sensitive at all. Like, you have to be able to like let that shit just like roll off your back instead of holding on to it. And that's really hard to do as a human being.
It's crazy too that's their norm.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think people at the hospital are so bitchy and desensitized because they see it all day. You're like, why isn't this person being nicer to me? Like, I cut my finger off, like, and they act like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
It's because they've seen way worse about 15 minutes ago.
Right.
They don't, it's like if you ever, God forbid, like you have to deal with someone, passing away in the hospital and you get offended. Like when my dad was in the hospital, like, my whole family was getting pissed because the nurses and stuff, they were treating us and talking to us like it was like
they
no
were
big
speaking
deal to us.
scientifically instead of empathetically.
Yeah, exactly. And we're like, what the fuck? This bitch, what a, this nurse, like the balls on her. But it's just what she sees all day, every day.
Yeah.
She doesn't even comprehend that type of shit anymore. And every once in a while, I'm sure there's people that are still like, all right, I got to, soften the blow here.
I mean, there's definitely like, there could have been a better bedside manner in terms of what you guys dealt with, but I can see the other side of it too, where the nurse was just like,
No, I know, but it's just
like,
crazy.
It's like reporting on a Monday, the status of a project. It's like nothing.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. They're so desensitized to it. It's just a job.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I think happens to cops and firemen and stuff. Like, I mean, it still affects them.
Yeah.
It's got to.
Yeah.
But maybe they just, they're so desensitized to it that it's just a normal fucking day, man.
Yeah.
It's like, there's brains on the ground. Whatever. Clean it up.
I don't know. As a cop, though, I can't imagine.
What is that?
Sorry. I can't imagine being a cop and pulling someone over and that like 10 seconds of them walking from their car to the person's car,
scary,
what's going through their mind. That is crazy.
The second you walk up to that window, that gun can be ready to fire at you.
Crazy.
You don't know.
That's why anytime I've ever had an interaction with a cop, I've been like, so nice and very calm, and
I've gotten out of the majority of tickets I've ever been pulled over for because I've been respectful and nice.
Well, but
unless
even
it was
if
just that time of the month and they had to write you a ticket or whatever.
Even if I got a ticket, I'd thank them.
Fuck that. I wouldn't thank them, but I wouldn't show much attitude. I would just accept it, and that's it.
Like,
and
okay,
plus, with my mom working for police my own years, I was just like, I could never embarrass her by being.
Well, no, but it like.
I don't understand people that are like nowadays. Though it's just like I see videos all the time. It's like you're being filmed, just so you know. You know what I mean? He's like, all right, and so are you.
Yeah.
I have a chest cam on or whatever, body cam. It's just like everyone's just looking for a cop to fuck up now. You know what I mean? It's like
it's horrible.
I don't know. I mean, we grant them like a certain, power because their job is so fucking crazy. Like, and we should have, I respect them.
But the same people that are disrespecting the cops would be the first to be like, where are they if they don't show up and they're having an emergency? So it's ridiculous and really weird. Hypocritical.
It's weird to me. I don't really like it when people, listen, people are people. Some are going to be good people and some are going to be bad people.
Oh, of course.
Doesn't matter whether you're a cop or a fucking magician.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
There's good cops. There's shady cops. Yeah. There's all different kinds. However,
you should show some, respect.
Yeah.
I saw this one video on the internet, blew my mind. There was like some female cop, and she was like,
"Oh, I saw that."
Yeah, surrounded by like 50 people, and they're all spraying her with water guns and shit, and
I saw that.
Like taunting her and stuff, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, why were you there to begin with? Why did you stay there? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
And just the fact that those people were doing that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's not good.
I know.
I mean, it's weird. It's very weird. But I don't know, man. I hate how it, it's a weird thing. I mean, it's a dangerous fucking job for sure.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, I know plenty of cops. Some of my good friends that I went to school with are cops,
Mm-hmm.
But
even, I feel like firefighters don't ever, like they're literally just there to like save your life and save your house, but that's still really fucking hard job. Like they don't get as much like slack. Like there's no like bad firefighters. You know what I mean? Like it's not. They don't have that same sort of reputation
Stigma.
as. Yeah, exactly.
It's different,
But they also have like
that's a dangerous fucking
such-
job too.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
No.
I was
I'd rather be a forest fireman though, I think, than a
ranger.
no, a forest fireman, like a rangers, different park rangers. That's like different.
Oh.
Like there's forest fire companies, like
Yeah.
like that's pretty insane.
With the airplanes.
Airplanes and like it's a hard fucking job, man.
Yeah, that's sick.
I know. I should actually ask him. One of my a family I grew up next to, their son is a forest fireman,
Oh, cool.
and he flies all over the place and like sees some crazy shit. He's just way too busy. There's no way I would ever be able to get him on here. Maybe through like Skype or something. But he'd be fun to talk to. I'm sure he's seen some shit. But yeah, man, buildings are scarier because they just will fall on you and you're done.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know.
I was so terrified of falling asleep and waking up to my house on fire when I was little that I would actually go to bed crying.
That's weird.
Yeah, super weird. And my godfather and a couple of my uncles are firefighters. And so my godfather came over and he brought me like the kids ladder and like told me how to like put a wet blanket under the door and, you know, all that
was
stuff.
nice.
Yeah, it was really cute. But I was super embarrassed because I knew like my parents talked to him. And I felt embarrassed that like somebody else knew that I was scared of something, but it was cute. I had like the ladder under my bed, like all ready to go.
I remember like last year they go to the school across the street every once in a while and like talk to the kids. They'll like bring a truck and stuff. Yeah. And they ran this one kid was up in the window. I remember like a year ago, he was like a little Asian kid and his mom was with him and he was like waving and they had the truck set up anyway. And the chief or whatever said, send the ladder up to the window. I'm gonna walk up to the kid at the window.
Oh my God.
And the kid was stoked. He was like fucking geeking out, man. And he like went up there and talked to him for a minute and like took the time to actually extend the ladder up to that window.
So cute.
Yeah, it was cool. They're usually really good guys.
So cute.
You know?
I saw on my way to work, I was driving next to a fire truck. And this little kid and his mom were walking, and he was like little, like in a stroller, little. And he saw the fire truck and was flipping out. So happy. His arms were flailing. The mom was smiling from ear to ear. You could tell he was screaming
It's
like
funny.
fire
As a
truck.
little boy, you're like interested in fire trucks.
Oh my gosh.
You're interested in firemen and that.
Yeah.
Like I want to grow up and be a fireman.
Because they're like the heroes. Like,
It's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
funny. Like you always have like a toy fire truck
Oh, yeah.
or something like that.
It was
so
so
cool. You don't
cute.
get like a toy cop car
No,
sometimes
sometimes,
or
yeah.
whatever, but it's more about firemen. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's like a childhood thing.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
So cute.
I don't understand though why they have to be so goddamn loud around here though. It's like, do you really need that fucking loud ass siren at night, like when we can see the lights and shit?
It is very loud. You know what I was thinking though? I
So loud.
have always thought about
I
it.
heard one tonight.
No, I think, or you know, maybe I'm just whatever. I feel like the sirens are that loud so that when they're close to you, you know that they're on. Like you can hear that they're on their way.
Yeah, well, that's what I was
Have you
going
ever
to say. I
thought of
think
that?
they're that loud so you can hear them coming and it give
Exactly.
you time to get out of the way.
No. Like so if
But you know what I
this
mean, though?
Yeah.
Remember, we were in traffic the other day, and you're like, "Oh shit, that's coming up behind us."
No,
and it
for
was
sure.
far, far back.
Yeah.
But you heard it,
Yeah.
and you knew to start getting ready to move.
Right, but I mean for the people that are in the emergency,
Yeah, so you know
they
it's
can
coming.
hear it, and it's kind of like, oh, they're
That
almost
is not
here.
a fun feeling.
No,
I know that feeling. It is not fun.
yeah, but I think that's also why the sirens are so loud, so that.
Remember that old guy when we first moved here who?
Oh my God!
Like
Yeah.
the second day we were here,
Yeah.
we didn't even have an apartment yet. We were staying at my friend's house.
Yep.
And this guy, he was like some old like Russian dude, walks around in a walker, hammered out of his mind.
Yeah.
Had like a bottle of
Vodka
vodka
bottle.
in his fucking walker.
Yep.
just like fell over and cracked his head open on the side of the friggin' road. And I'm walking back from getting us coffee at a Starbucks, and this guy is bleeding all over the road and shit. And these people hopped out of their car, and we were all like, somebody call. And
It was
man,
crazy.
and the blood that was on the street. It
Yeah.
was just like, but he was all right.
Yeah.
I saw him several times. You
Couple
walked
weeks
him across
later,
the street.
I didn't walk him across the street.
You walked
I
him
walked
down.
him
Yeah.
to Starbucks.
If he bumps into you on the street, he'll ask you to cross him across the street, and then he'll walk with you as long as you'll deal with
he
it.
wouldn't let go of my hand.
Yeah. It's I feel bad for him, but it's.
Oh, he's adorable.
It's a little weird. It'd be adorable if he wasn't a drunk. If he was just a nice old man that couldn't walk, but the guy's an alcoholic. That's why he can barely walk.
I guess.
How's that adorable?
Cute. You
Jamie
know me.
is fucked up when it
I'm
comes
not
to.
fucked up.
You're like the only person I've ever met that's like obsessed with the elderly.
I love old
Jamie
people.
once made me sit in a Dunkin' Donuts and talk for 3+ hours to this old man that
It was the
in
best
there.
night.
And
it was truly
it
the
was,
best night.
Listen, all right. It was a little boring. Like, he was going on forever about stuff. Like, I didn't have the patience you did. But by the end, I basically submitted to the fact that I was just going to have to sit there and deal with it.
But
so I started to enjoy some of what he said.
Yeah.
But some of it was just like,
I love.
nonsense.
I don't know why I love old people so much.
Well, they have, if their mind's intact and stuff, like if they're sharp, and it's interesting to hear them tell stories and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I can't hear you.
That's weird.
I can hear you now. Sorry.
But yeah, no, I mean, they have like good stories and
Amazing stories
and stuff like that. But it's like,
I don't know what it is. Honestly, I think it's.
but like, it's not gross to you to like see an old person like eating or like not like
No.
gross, but you know what I mean? It's
No.
it's not gross. That was the wrong thing to say.
You know what I think it is about old people? I think it's like.
And I don't have anything against old people. I think that it's the fear of being that that I kind of want to like walk away from.
I don't know.
Because that scares me.
I think it's like
I don't like
I
that.
can see in their eyes like the life that they've lived, if that makes sense. Like it just seems like they have so much wisdom
Well, they do.
behind their eyes, and I just like
think about living for
oh my god,
80 years, 90 years.
it's
That's
incredible.
They saw a lot of shit.
Yeah, and it's just
They
like
probably definitely lived in a, well, I can't really say that, better time because it's just different. They went
Yeah.
through serious fucking wars and
yeah,
crazy shit that we're not dealing with.
yeah, and they're just like
Other
all
stuff
they
that they,
want is to just have a conversation and like share.
I
Like
think it's sad. So that's why I don't like it, because it's sad.
see, I think it's the opposite. I think it's
How is it
just-
not sad?
what
Just
old people?
Yeah. How is it not sad? It's
Because
sad.
I think it's almost like an accomplishment to have lived such a long life, and it's kind of amazing. B, through that life that they've lived, they've experienced so much. They've, maybe had kids and have grandkids and like get to re-experience life through all of them. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's like maybe it just stems from like the incredible amount of like love and respect that I have for my great grandmother and my grandmother and my grandfather, and like everything that they've taught me and like the memories I've shared with them that just like draws me to have a similar experience with like other elderly people. Or I don't know what it is.
See,
It's just like
for me, I'm just scared. Like I see like all the suffering. I know like that's when you start to die, and that's when you have a hip replacement and you get sick and you have
but if you
lung
start
cancer
talking to
and
them
this and that and whatever. I just got out of the hospital and it's just always I can't
know,
walk, I
but-
can't this, and it's just like I fucking hate that.
but if you start talking to them about like I remember
You
specifically,
know what I mean, though?
no,
Or
for sure,
Alzheimer's or fucking
no, yeah, but like
everything.
I
happens when
remember
you're old.
talking to my grandfather. Any time we would talk, he would everything like he's like, I'm all right, and la 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 la, and like presently, like he was okay, like he was fine, But then if you like every time I would say to him, like, how did you meet grandma? His entire face would light up. And it was like just an hour worth of talking and like pretty memories and like nice, you know what I mean? Like they just like, they light up when they like want to share what they've experienced with you. And I don't know. I just love that.
I know what you mean. I've seen that too.
Yeah. So like when I saw that old man walking by himself, barely being able to like make it with the walker into Dunkin' Donuts, I was like, I have to help him.
That was different. That was a different. In Dunkin' Donuts, the guy was sitting there by himself.
No, we helped him. I said to you,
that was the same guy.
Mm-hmm,
That wasn't
I said
a different
to you,
time.
I'm gonna go help this man because he's having trouble with his walker, and I'm nervous that he's not gonna make it up the stairs.
Really? I thought the guy
Yep.
was already sitting in Dunkin' Donuts.
Nope.
Oh shit!
We sat down.
Oh,
He actually bought
was
us
popping.
donuts.
He bought us donuts.
Yeah.
Why
You don't
did I not
remember?
that?
He sent me up to the cashier with $5.
Oh, I do. I remember that now. Yeah.
And he was like, go get yourself a donut.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. But we talked to him about so much. We talked about music, remember?
Yeah, I forget that song, but I like Googled it on the way
Yeah,
home and
it
we
was a
listened to it.
really good
Why
song.
does my ear hurt? We like listened to it like because we walked around the block or whatever.
Yeah.
It was I don't remember what it was. I
Yeah.
wish I would have remembered.
I know.
I wouldn't be able to play it anyway, but like
Yeah,
on here.
I don't know what it is that just like draws me to them. I think it's just all of the.
But for 3 hours,
I
though,
know
we
that
sat
there's
there
so
and
many.
talked to him for 3
I know
hours.
that there's so many stories that they can share, and I just like love that.
No, I know. It's nice.
What are you doing for Christmas, baby?
Flying back east.
Nice.
So are you. Not looking forward to the airport, I'll tell you that. And now you can't even like fucking Uber there and shit.
Oh my
Now
God.
what?
The Uber at LAX.
What am I going to do?
is
How
a
does that
nightmare.
work?
So you can get dropped off curbside,
Okay,
but you
but
can't
when
get
I
picked
get
up.
home, I have to find some sort of shuttle.
Right. So
How hard is that to get to?
it's either a 15-minute walk or a 15 to 20-minute shuttle
Why does it take so long?
because it makes stops to
But there's-
pick other people up.
Oh, Jesus.
So you get on the shuttle when you get and you order the Uber while you're on the shuttle, and it gives you like a PIN number, and then you get dropped off in this parking lot.
What a nightmare.
Hop in an Uber, give them your PIN number, they enter it, and then your ride starts.
I should have purposely booked a flight home like a day after so you'd be here to pick me up.
Well, we could do it together.
You don't even know what the hell flight you're coming back on.
Yeah, I know. I got to book it tomorrow.
That's expensive, by the way, kids. I'll tell you that. Flying
Air
back
travel.
east on Christmas.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Another freaking couple $100, you'd be flying first class. Sleeping in an air bed.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Another couple $100, we could be somewhere tropical.
Yeah, really.
But
Whatever. It'll be nice to see the family and
oh, I can't wait. I
stuff.
haven't been home I haven't been home for Christmas in 2 years.
It's just weird that like our brains still think that is home.
Because that's like, yeah, there needs to be like another word for home.
Well, it's like, it's just where you
Like
grew
this
up.
is home, but like that's also home.
Well, it's just different. Like where you grew up, where your family is. It's
Yeah.
like your hometown type of thing.
Like at work, everyone's been like, oh, like what are you doing for Christmas? And it changes
Everyone
from,
says I'm going home.
oh, I'm going home, or oh, I'm going back east, or whatever.
Bet you a lot of people say I'm going back east.
Probably the majority that I've spoken to have said going back east.
Yeah.
But everyone's been here so long. Like we're still kind of new.
Yeah.
So like we still say home, but maybe in a couple of years we'll say back east.
It's more quiet here tonight than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I think because everybody's in that club, once it hits 1 or 2 o'clock, I think we're going to start hearing some shit. Well, I will anyway.
I won't. I'll
You'll
be
unconscious.
deep in my REM.
Yep. And then I get to sleep for a few hours before I get woken up, and then I can barely
See,
fall
but
back
I
asleep.
feel like that you're partially at fault because if you fall asleep and wake up at the same time as I do, you'll get the same amount of sleep.
I can't go to bed at 8:30. All right?
Why not?
It's fucking crazy.
It's healthy.
I didn't go to bed at 8:30 when I was 6. It's fucking insane.
Okay, 8:30 is a little extreme. I had a really bad headache last night.
But even
like
9,
9:30,
10,
10,
I can't do it.
Why
What am
not?
I, 80 years old? I can't.
And
My
then
whole
to
life,
wake up at
I've stayed
6
up late. I've always been a night person.
I know, but like if you were to
And
wake
it's not
up,
even like when I was, you know, whatever, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, like early 20s, I'd sleep till fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Like if I was up till 4 or
Yeah.
5 in the morning, or some nights in the studio, I'd get home from the studio at 8 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
So I'd have to sleep, all
But
day.
think about like if you went to bed at 9 and woke up at 5, right? That's 8 hours. How much you could accomplish from 5 a.m. to noon.
Yeah, but why can't I do that from 10 a.m. to 2? You know what I mean? Like, what's
Because your brain is like fresh and rested and like
fresh and
ready to
rested?
go when you wake up early and go to bed at a decent hour instead of like being awake all day and then staying up super late. So then your brain is like extra tired and whatever instead of like going to bed at a decent hour, getting a full 8 hours and then waking up fully rested.
I don't really need 8 hours, though.
I think that's what you think, but you do.
Well, yeah, but I usually do get, all right, what time do I usually go to bed?
3.
No, not always. Some nights.
All right, let's call it 1.
Let's call it 2.
Okay.
And we'll call it 2. So
Okay.
2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, I wake up. That's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Then I try to fall back asleep. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. But then usually if I do get to fall back asleep, I sleep from 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. So there's your 8.
Yeah, but it's interrupted. I'm talking uninterrupted.
Well, if you would just get a fucking vibrating
Babe,
alarm
you
clock, I
would
wouldn't be
wake up
interrupted.
when I get up anyway.
No, some days I don't.
If I get
the
up
days you jump
and
on
go
your
into the
first
shower-
alarm, and I hear the alarm for a couple of seconds, and you actually get it, and you get up out of bed, and you get out of there. I'm okay.
You don't wake up when I turn that shower on
No.
at all.
If I'm up already, I'm up. But
What if I turn the
if
blow dryer on?
if you had a vibrating alarm, or you even got to your normal alarm, like in the first couple seconds of it going off, and instead of letting it go off so many fucking times, if you just got up on that first one and got out of there, I'd probably be fine. I'd wake up for a split second, and that's okay. But if I wake up for minutes at a time, every 5 minutes, I'm fucked.
Okay, so fine. So what if I get up perfect, turn the shower on, you're still not awake, come in here, make coffee, put a thing out for you, go in there and turn the blow dryer on. You wouldn't wake up. Because I haven't been blow drying my hair lately because I don't want to wake you up.
Well, I didn't know that, but
It's no big deal. I'm just saying if I were to turn the blow dryer on, that wouldn't wake you up.
if the door was shut and I was in a deeper sleep, I don't know.
Okay.
But when I'm woken up by the alarm so many times and I'm up and alert, it's
You're like tossing and
How
turning.
can I not be up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a background noise, like even though that is a loud background noise, it might. But compared to the alarms, it's still like a constant. You know what I mean? Like it's like hearing the water on. Mm-hmm. It's not as like violent as an alarm going off every 5 minutes.
I got it.
So, but I still think, let's try the alarm.
Okay.
Because it's gotta make a difference. It has to, and that way you don't have to worry about going to sleep at fucking 8:30 and you get home at fucking 7 and I don't even get to spend any time with you. And
No,
then boom,
I still
you're
need to
back
go to sleep at 8:30.
No, you don't need to go to sleep at 8:30.
Not 8:30. But I need to get 8 hours of sleep. That's what you're not understanding.
No, you can get 8 hours of sleep if you go
Okay,
to bed at 10, I guess.
Yeah. If I need to get up at 6 a.m., I need to be asleep by 10, which means I need to be in bed by like 9:15 so I can settle for a half an hour, give my body 15 minutes to fall asleep,
But
and then I'm
what the fuck
asleep.
is that though? Like, you get home at 8,
Yeah.
you eat dinner,
Yeah.
and then you just go and go to bed. Like, what the fuck is that?
I mean,
That can't be healthy.
well,
And,
I
like,
only
why
get
would you do that? Like,
I only get home at 8 if I work out after work.
still though, like
I get
think
home
about
at
that.
7 if I
you,
don't.
You're getting home at 8. You're filling your body with calories, and then you're just gonna lay down and go to sleep. Like,
Well, what am I supposed to do? Have lunch and then go work out and then not eat?
no, I'm just saying, like that's just so weird. Like, it's just like work and sleep. That's it.
Well, that's what the weekend's for.
Still,
And you
though,
got me
it's
Friday
fucked up.
night, Saturday night, Sunday evening.
Yeah, but still, though, even on the weekends, you've been going to bed at fucking 10.
Yeah, because
Falling
now I'm
asleep.
like used to.
Of course, it's because it's your schedule.
But again, if you were to get on my sleep schedule, then Saturday and Sunday mornings from 7 to.
And I can still get up, no problem. If we
All right.
if we're going to Sequoia National Park or we're going to wherever, I'm up. If we're
So-
going fishing, I can go to bed at fucking 2:00 in the morning and be up an hour later, ready to roll. Like, I'm fucking.
You got so aggressive.
Yeah, man. Because if there's something I can
Ready to roll.
fuck yeah. If there's something I know we got to do, or there's something that's going on, I'm up.
So then wake up on Saturday
have a
with me
problem.
at 7 and have a cup of coffee with me.
There's no need. If there's no need for me to be up, yeah, I'll sleep. But if we're actually doing something productive, like I'll fucking see you at 10 and I'll have coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if we both
Stupid.
got up,
We're not doing anything anyway. You're just going to be sitting here watching fucking Instagram or some show. What's the difference?
but if we both got up early on a Saturday, we'd be outside of Costco at 9:45 waiting for them to open the doors at 10 instead of
We
getting
still
there
wouldn't.
rolling in at
still wouldn't.
3 p.m. Not sure if we should have
If I
lunch
was
or
up,
dinner.
we'd sit here and stare at each other for half the day anyway while you stare on your phone and blah, blah, blah. We
No,
would never
this
do that.
weekend we have a lot to do. So, no.
What do we have to do?
We got to start Christmas shopping. We got to get
Shh, Christmas. Why'd you say it like that?
Christmas shopping.
Sometimes you go half Southern
I
on
know,
me.
I do.
Why? You have
don't
nothing
know.
to do with that. This week we're gonna go down there and go Christmas
listen,
shopping. We're gonna buy ourselves a fucking pumpkin.
We have to go Christmas shopping.
Halloween.
We have to start Christmas shopping. We have to start Christmas shopping. We have to I have to get a dress for the Christmas party. You have to get something to wear other than cargo shorts. We have
Are you
to,
saying I only wear cargo shorts? Was that a stab?
Pretty
It's
much.
hot here. What do you want me to do? I'm not wearing jeans everywhere when it's 90 degrees.
you should wear some jorts.
I've been wearing nothing but jeans lately because it actually cooled off.
I know.
But when it's 90 degrees, fuck yeah, I'm gonna wear shorts. I'm not gonna suffer.
It just makes me laugh because
And I like the pockets. I need to carry some shit.
you have so much stuff with you. This man carries more in his pants than I carry in my purse.
I don't carry that much.
You have a lot. There's at least
My
14
wallet.
napkins.
Never. The only time the other day, I don't know what I was allergic to. That store.
Yeah,
that
it was bad.
fucking store was like disgusting. It was all the old clothes. It was some weird store where you can buy like used clothes, and it freaked me out. And my nose was running so bad. I couldn't stop sneezing. It was disgusting. And then, I walked to the restaurant next door and grabbed a shitload of napkins because
Yeah. So
I
there's
need
at
my
least
nose.
14.
no, I never have napkins or tissues on me ever unless it was that
All
situation.
right, fine. If I can name all of the things that are in your cargo shorts.
Not just cargo shorts, any type of pants.
All right, fine.
Really, what are the things that I take with me?
Okay.
Fine. Say I'm wearing my cargo shorts and we're going to Costco.
Okay, got it.
Well, all right, fine. Costco.
Perfect. So if we were going to Costco and you had on shorts,
Right.
in your shorts, there would be your cell phone, your wallet,
Obviously.
eye drops,
Mm-hmm.
sunglasses or sunglasses case.
In my shorts?
Yeah, the little cloth case.
Sometimes, yeah, all right.
Extra jewel.
Yeah.
Pocket knife.
Yeah. Sometimes, but I don't always carry the knife. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yep. And then
I
the
don't know why.
occasional.
Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
The occasional booger tissue.
Nah. No. I never really keep that shit in like pockets. It grosses me out.
Depends on where we're going and how you're feeling.
It's just the other day when I got all allergic, it was horrible.
Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah,
Is that it?
Pretty much.
Anything else?
Nope. But that's not that much stuff. Wallet and phone, who doesn't have that? And then the only weird thing
wallet, and
that
watch?
you might think is like strange is the eye drops, like Clear Eyes. And it's
Yeah. You use those a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if your eyes know how to water anymore.
I only use it like once a day.
Yeah. I just never.
Unless
I've
feel
never
like something got in my eye, like an eyelash that I can't find or whatever, it's behind my eyeball, then I'll try to flush it out.
I've never known anyone to use Clear Eyes as much as you do.
I don't know why. I just do. Sometimes, like when I wake up, my eyes are kind of bloodshotty. So, you know, and like if I ever had like a photo shoot or whatever, my eyes, like they get like tired and red. And then I always would have, you know, eye drops always. And from years of smoking weed, I guess, too, I would...
I think you like how it feels.
It's not that I like how it feels. It's like... maybe, yeah, I don't know. I just don't like when my eyes are like all like shot. You know?
I don't like it at all. I can't put the drops in. I always
I've been doing
spill it on my cheek.
So long. Well, everyone spills a little.
No, like nothing gets in my eye.
The trick is to just kind of like put it in the corner of your eye and like instead of like trying to drip it like right on the middle of your fucking pupil, like you just put it in the corner of your eyes and let it like drip in, you know, like as you blink. But I know a lot of people that carry eye drops. It's not that uncommon.
Yeah. Oh, and then on your shelf in the car, there's hand sanitizer.
Not anymore. There's not.
Your eyeglasses case if...
My eyeglasses case.
They're sunglasses.
Oh, yeah. Your sunglasses case.
My shoes and my glasses. So I have them. Thank you.
Usually a random receipt.
Yeah. Well,
Definitely a booger tissue.
there's no booger tissue.
And
I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. I think you need to go to bed. You're fucked. It's 11:30 now. You're screwed.
yeah.
You're weird.
See what happens?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
You challenged me to tell you what was in your cargo
You
shorts.
challenged yourself.
Because I said you carry more stuff in your shorts than I do in my purse.
Yeah, you were like, this man carries so much shit in his shorts. Yeah, my cell phone, my wallet, eye drops, and a fucking jewel. Whoa. Like, and a pocket knife sometimes is like attached to my pocket, and that's it.
I think it's just funny because like there's usually...
And how many times have you bitched me out for that pocket knife? And how many times have I whipped it out and actually used it in a fucking situation?
I don't know.
Many times. Do you have your knife? And then the one time I'm like, no, because I'm sick of you bitching me out for carrying
Yeah,
it.
when we're like at home and I need to open up a box.
No, I used it at the laundromat. I've used it in stores. Remember the other day you were like, do you have your knife? Cut the shoes apart.
Oh, yeah.
Comes in handy. You know, that's why it's called a pocket knife because, you know, it's where you're supposed to keep it for just random shit. But I don't even know if you're allowed to carry a pocket knife in LA. Honestly, I'm not sure.
It could probably be like your thumb.
I don't even know. No, you can't. Definitely can't fly with it.
No.
I wonder if you could put it in your luggage, though. Not your
I
carry-on.
think you can check it.
But you can't have it in your carry-on.
Right.
No way.
No. There's certain like makeup things I can't take in my...
Yeah. Which I guess I understand. But like, what are you going to do with a pocket knife? I mean...
Stab the pilot?
But you can't get in there.
Sure you can.
No, you can't. Not anymore. Now there's like code and shit. No one's doing that again. Unless they somehow bust down the fucking door.
I guess.
But the only thing you would really be able to do is stab another passenger or defend yourself if someone's trying to mess with you.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's no good for sure. I wonder if you could get pepper spray on a plane.
Ooh, I don't know,
I
because
doubt
it's
it.
like an aerosol thing.
Can you imagine? Have you ever been around pepper spray when it's sprayed?
Nope.
Oof, not
Don't
good.
want to be.
Not good. Someone in high school, there was a fight that broke out in my high school, and some girl used it on another girl or something. And the whole hallway, man, you couldn't walk near that area of the school for like the entire day.
Really?
Oh, it was so fucked. That shit is strong, but you need to start carrying it with you. The only thing that makes me nervous is that it could like go off in like a purse or a pocket or something. But
No, they have like
I just
that
don't
little
like-
safety thing on it.
yeah, I guess. But if somehow like that flipped open or whatever, like man, that would not be fun.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, I guess we'll call it. It's we're coming up on 2 hours, so
Sick.
we'll see if we covered anything decent. But thank you for sitting down with me again. It's always nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
So it's actually nice to spend some time with you. This is good quality time. Usually come home, we eat dinner together if we're doing dinner, and then you lock yourself go to bed. Lock yourself into iPhone world, Instagram world, or Netflix world, and you go to bed.
Yeah, I usually just put something on and fall asleep.
Yep. So. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll do this again.
Yeah.
I have some more people hopefully lined up to do this podcast. It's been weird with the Thanksgiving and everybody's schedule and stuff. So, but if you're out there and you've been listening to these podcasts, thank you for listening. And do me a favor and, drop a 5-star review on iTunes, drop a like on YouTube, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate the support, and I hope to do a bunch more. So, and it's been cool to talk with people. It's interesting,
Yeah.
So I hope people are being entertained by it or getting something useful out of it or anything, man. So, but all right, I guess that wraps it up for another episode of Uncensored Energy. Thanks again, babe, for being on here. I'm sure it won't be the last time. And thanks everyone for listening, and I will see you next time. Later.